वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. So we are talking about the reason, the process of being free from something which is practically we cannot be free from, that is karma, but we are supposed to be free from the effect of it. In Bengali there is a proverb, I will catch fish but my hand should be dry. Dhori mach na chui pani. I don't want to touch water but I want to catch fish. This is that game, that you have to do karma. You cannot be free from doing karma. You must do. Whoever has a body, for the sustenance of the body or to fulfill your desire, no one can live without karma. But when we do karma, we are affected or tainted by the result of karma. What is the result of karma? Of course, every karma, every action has reaction. Every action we do has result. You do action for the sake of result. Even if you don't expect result, karma will have result. So why to expect it? That is one idea. Secondly, if your desirous action performed because of your desire. When you say with desire means with the desire of the result of the karma. So you do action, the result of karma which you are waiting for, you accept that. And that completes the circle of doing karma. What prompted you to perform that action? Desire. Now the result of desire has come. It will prompt you again to do that. This is one idea which, as a spiritual seeker, we should understand. We are caught in this net of Maya, which is karma. Let us understand little, which we have discussed earlier. Whatever lives you have passed, including this life, including this moment, we have done karma. We got the result of that karma. Maximum karma we do because we want to enjoy the result of karma. Nobody does karma that let the result of karma make me suffer, make my life miserable. We don't. Though it does. We do karma for pleasure, but the result is just opposite. So we have done karma, infinite number of karma, or whatever number of karma we have done. It is supposed to give you result which is suffering or enjoyment. Some karma which gives instant result. You suffered or you enjoyed. Some karma effect will be much later. You take a chili, your mouth burns. Did karma? Immediately result came. You ate chocolate, mouth became sweet, you felt happy, instant karma. But there are some karma which you do today, result may come much later. Many karmas. The karma as if gets matured to give you result. Those karma which you could not enjoy or suffer the result of that in this life, you have to have it, if not this life or next life. So this karma and its result as if are deposited in one place. Think that it is deposited. And it is accumulated so much that one life is not enough. So part of that suffering and enjoyment, those huge amount of karma, part of that you bring in this life to suffer and enjoy. Or rather other way, that karma forces you to take birth. This also is another way. Sometimes when I speak, I restrict myself that something which should not be, which in a public lecture we don't speak. But it is your desires which became responsible to take birth. Your parents became instrumental to give you the body. It is their desire. Their desire gave you the body. But your desire is to take that body and live this life. Parents give the body, you are born. Then you do karma. It's not responsibility of your parents. Your body is your responsibility. It came from your parents. The soul has its own set of desires. That's why you will find in the same family, children have different sets of desires. One became very intelligent, very studious, very rich, very intelligent, wise, this and that. Other person couldn't earn money, lives a very simple life, no talent, but in the same family. It is not hereditary. Maybe face is same because it comes from the same parents, could be. But the soul inside comes with different sets of desires. So we brought some karma. 1000 points are there, you withdraw only 50 points, for example. So remaining 950, which is still deposited in your bank, that is called sanchita karma, accumulated karma. What you bring, those 50, to suffer and enjoy in this life, is called prarabdha karma. Then you do some action in this life, which is added into that 950. You were supposed to enjoy this 50. If you don't create new karma, then your sanchita becomes 950. Other life maybe another 50, then another 50. By 20 births, you can be liberated. But while suffering and enjoying this result of this 50 karma, you create some more karma. As soon as you enjoyed, you wanted more, so desire increased. You suffered because of whatever reason. You reacted as an anger. In anger you did a karma, which again will have a bad result. And the jiva is never free from karma. Bring part of your sanchita karma, accumulated karma, suffer and enjoy, create more and deposit there again. So it is unending. Unending. That's why this philosophy of nishkama karma has come. At least what you have already done cannot be destroyed. Those 50 which you brought, suffer, enjoy. Don't create new karma or create less and less karma. So your accumulation will be less and less, and then there will be a time that there is no sanchita karma in bank. Then only liberation comes. For example, you are a spiritual soul. You put a lot of effort in doing spiritual practice. You also brought 50 measurement, whatever, 50 number of karma, result of karma. And if you achieve the Atma Jnana, that 950 will be destroyed. But this 50 which you brought will not be destroyed. That will have its effect on your body. For example, now this light is burning. If the fan is running, fan is a better example to give in this way. Electricity is being taken by the fan to rotate. You switch off, you are dead. Karmas are disconnected with you. No electricity comes to the fan. But because it was connected, the residual for 2 minutes, 1 minute or half minute, fan will still move. In the same way, even if you achieve Atma Jnana, the result of your prarabdha karma will still continue, and you will live certain period of life with your body, because the body has a karma, so it will undergo. So this is one philosophy, this is one thing, that we live our life in such a way that we create less and less karma. We cannot be free from that. No common individual can do that unless you are very highly spiritual. So we create karma, but if you are a bit awakened, then you create less karma. That is the advantage. That's why even so-called spiritual people, we became monk, doesn't mean that this is my last birth. Unless I achieve the Atma Jnana, unless I realize the soul, I realize that I am Atman. This ceremonies of sannyasa, etc., is a boosting to me, remembrance to me that I am leading this life and I should lead this life. But as a human being, if I don't fulfill this laws of karma, I will increase my karma and I will not be free till my karmas are exhausted. So what is the process? First and foremost, let us another standpoint spiritually. As I told, last at least 7-8 years I have decided that whatever I speak, I am speaking to myself only. How to practicalize the scripture. It's not which sloka and all kind of grammar and all that. I am not interested. So I am trying to make it more practicalized for me. It could be useful to you also. So, we had one Swami. In a very young age, he was sent to San Francisco, called Swami Ashokananda. Very interesting Swami, originally from Sylhet district of Bangladesh. Came to Calcutta for study, one of the most brilliant student, highly spiritual soul. He was studying in hostel, occasionally used to come to Belur Math, and he was studying in Calcutta college, maybe presidency or which college, I don't know. One day in his room, as usual, a Bengali boy, worshipping, keeping Mother Kali's picture and Sri Ramakrishna's picture on his desk. And he was meditating in his room, student. He felt that there is an energy. He explains this and says, it was so clear and vivid that I literally felt that some energy from Swamiji is coming into me. He felt. But that could be his imagination. Intelligent man, he is not here to just accept whatever he feels. So he went to Belur Math and told about this to Swami Brahmanandaji. And told I felt, and it was so clear, just like pouring water from one vessel to another vessel. You don't have any doubt. Like that I felt that Swamiji's energy came to me. Time passed. He came to Swami Brahmanji and told, I have not taken any initiation. Can you please initiate me with mantra? Brahmanji says, I cannot initiate you. I am seeing Swamiji is already sitting in you. Brahmanji passed away in 1922. Swami Shivanandaji became president. He came to Swami Shivanandaji, Maharaj, you initiate me. Shivanji says, I can't initiate you. Swamiji is already sitting in you. Then Shivanji decided to send him to San Francisco. So he told Swamiji, you are sending me there. People may ask initiation from me. I myself am not initiated. How to initiate somebody? He is the only monk who has received this type of blessings. Swami Shivanji told, whatever will come out of your mouth will be beneficial to whomsoever will hear you. And here are the mantras or whatever, and you will be able to initiate. So far as I know, in our order, since inception, he is the only monk who was not formally initiated by anybody. Swami Ashokananda. There is a book you can find in library, written by one of his disciples called Mary Louisburg, who has done extensive research on Swamiji's second visit to America in 6 volumes. She wrote the biography of Swami Ashokananda called The Heart Poured Out. So, why I am telling this example? He used to say, when the disciples and brahmacharis and monks used to ask, Swamiji, seeing our state of mind, we do not think that we can be liberated in this life. He used to say, okay, why don't you lead a life as if you are liberated? As if. That's what Sri Krishna told. How to lead a life as if you are liberated? We read that shloka. What is liberated? As Sri Krishna says, Namam karmani limpati, karma doesn't touch me. Name karma phalis priya, I do not have any desire for the result of action. He says, this is my state of mind. One who understands me like this, karma will not touch him. Then he says, thinking like this. Thinking like what? Thinking like this, that I don't have any desire for karma. I do the karma without any desire or without any attachment. Many people have done earlier. Evam jnatva, knowing this, kritam karma, people have done karmas, purvairapi, earlier also. Mumukshubi, those who were desirous of liberation. Kuru karma eva tasmat tvam. You also do like that. So we try to live a life as if, as Sri Krishna says, I will do this, I do not need anything out of it. No result out of it. That's how the simple seva, simple voluntary service, any small action which you do not ask for result of it, not worldly result. Result of it in terms of something tangible, some name, fame, some appreciation, some trophy, some medal, some plaques, that you did a big thing. That's why in our tradition, people do huge work, but others do not even know. The philosophy is here. I am doing something good for my spiritual benefit. If you take material result out of it, then you cannot have subjective spiritual result out of it. So, he says, You also do karma like that, thinking this. Why? Whatever karma you do, if the karma has desire and attachment, then you are not wise, because you are not working as per the wisdom I told you. Krishna says, Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjita. Desire and a thought of desire. The sankalpa, many of you know, whenever you do any pujas at home, the priest will tell you to do sankalpa. What is that sankalpa? Sankalpa is that thought, I will do this. You will find when we do puja, we do sankalpa. When we start the homa on celebration day, you will find the temple Swami will sit in a virasana, hold, and we say a mantra. What is the sankalpa? For this, on this day, with 108 bilva patras, I will do the homa. You are not doing homa, you are taking the sankalpa of doing homa, resolution of doing action. It is not an action. If you renounce the action, and you renounce the sankalpa also, this is a good action, so sankalpa is good. But when you do a bad karma with desire, bad means nothing negative. When you do a work with desire, before that you plan, no, I will do this. That is sankalpa. The first thought which comes to your mind, oh, today I will do this. It is much before you actually do. If you study this little more, that I decided that yes, I want to do this today. End of the day you do it. If you see within that too, slowly this thought which is sankalpa, a resolution that I will do, that resolution slowly becomes gross. That resolution slowly becomes a concrete thought, a concrete desire, before you actually do the action. So the finest seed of action is this sankalpa, the first thought. For example, you are walking in the street, you saw a shop, that's why they advertise, and one sari is hanging. Wow, so nice. Appreciation came. And it happens so fast that you need to be little analytical consciously to understand that. A thought came, I'm just giving example, it can be anything. Hey, so nice. So appreciative thought came. In a fraction of a second, that appreciation becomes what? How nice if I have it. That appreciation becomes little more concrete. Let me go and see the price. You go and hold the sari. So nice. What is the price? This price. There is a hurdle. You may afford, you may not afford. If you afford, your desire becomes more concrete. You climb the steps and go to shop. Can you show me the varieties? Then you select the best and buy. Action took place. In between one appreciative thought and an action of buying that cloth, so many minor steps have taken place already in your mind. This, we need to consciously think of our desires. That's why always, before you commit yourself for a work, especially this kind of desire for self-happiness, enjoyment, before the first thought and the performance of action, you have to stretch that time in terms of understanding how a simple appreciation landed me to spend money and buy an article. This is a study of your own mind. So Krishna says, all the beginning of the action, Samarambha, Kama Sankalpa Varjita. If you don't have desire and you crush your desire at the beginning itself, if it is somebody's desire, easy to crush. If a child says, no, I want to buy this, no, and you pull the child. What about your own desire? That is the difference between that which is mine, that which is somebody's. I am very free, I speak spontaneously. It is easier for me to tell, if I have to tell you, hey, you should do like this, you should do like this. Same thing when it comes for me to do. I am not as efficient as you see me telling you to do. Why? This is the difference. As you can easily crush the desire of your child who is asking for something which he is seeing in the market, easy. No, you have many. But when the desire is yours, it is little more difficult than to crush the desire as you crush the desire of your child. He also wanted one article which he saw. You also wanted one article which you saw. It was easier for you to tell your child, no, you have many. He wanted to buy a shirt, no, you have many. He may have 15 shirts, you have 50 saris, but still you go and buy. Because it is your desire. My desire and somebody's desire, there is a lot of difference. That's why when we say, it may be easier for us to tell what to do, but reflection for myself. That's why I say, when I say something, I am telling to myself how to practicalize religion. If you get 1 or 2 points, it's byproduct. I am speaking to myself when I am speaking to you. Because I need to learn that. It doesn't matter whether you learn it or not, from my point of view. I will be happy if you learn, but I will 1,000 times more happy if I learn myself, correct? Spiritual life is subjective. It's not objective. It doesn't matter whether you appreciate me or not. It is important how much I know myself. Because you do not know me, that's why you appreciate me. I know myself, my both the side I know. So I said, okay, I know who am I. So, ideal is very difficult. All the action we do, if a person can do without kama sankalpa, without that first appreciative thought, crush it out. It is easy to crush a seed than to crush a tree. When the seed becomes a tree, it is not easy to crush. When a desire is in a small form, we immediately must think about it. Hey, let me be. No, that's not for you. But desire is like a flow. And if the current of that flow depends on the object of desire, it is so much, you forget everything. You forget who you are, you forget what you learned from the scriptures, you forget what your guru told you, you forget what the other elders told you. Not that you are a bad person, but that flow, pull towards that object, is so powerful, it comes in one place. That the words of the Guru and words of the scriptures also we forget. We have discussed this when we were discussing the 2nd chapter, where the shloka came, Dhyayato Vishayan Punsa Sangasteshu Pujayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kamat Krodha Krodhat sammoha, sammoha smriti vibrama, smriti bhrangshat buddhinasha, buddhinashat pranashyati. There it comes. What is the sammoha? What is the delusion? Delusion is, oh, I am in the dark. Hey, you have a torch in your pocket. You forget that you have a torch. And you stumble in the darkness. We have a torch of the words of the Guru. We have a torch of the scriptures. But these two, as if we forget. Because the desire is so powerful. Jnanagni daksha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. So who is a wise man? Who is a wise person? Before fulfilling the action, before performing the action, one who evaluates pros and cons, or from subjective point of view, you can practice in your own way. For example, this plane crash which happened, there could be many people who couldn't get a ticket because flight was full. They must be cursing themselves, scolding someone. I told you to book the ticket earlier. Now you see, last moment, we couldn't get the place. Then became very happy. So, thank you, you didn't book my ticket. One lady, it seems, was late. So they told her, you cannot go inside. 15 minutes flight is going to take off. All security is done, you cannot go in. She was so sad. Flight took off, within 2 minutes fell down. The lady had not yet left the airport. And she got this news. All this sorrow suddenly became happiness. Happiness that I am saved, not that happiness that it crashed down. So how it happens? Without telling the name, I say, one gentleman is supposed to fly, book the ticket, everything. You know, in North India, there is a practice of, for the married woman, for the safety and long life of the husband, there is a small celebration called Karwa Chauth. These simple rituals are there. They're meant for just this prayer, for good of the husband. She does the whole fasting. Sometimes the husband also will fast. One gentleman was supposed to go on that day in the afternoon. So wife went on telling, why you should go? You go after the sunset. Let me look at the moon and I drink the water, or you also drink and then you go. No, I must go. So went to the airport. Flight is delayed for few hours. So the wife says, if it delayed, you come. Let us finish this ritual, then you go. So came, did the ritual. Then the wife says, just go next day. Why? Already you are here. So he decided, okay, let me not go. And that flight crashed. Could be the result is this, that your wife was doing fasting since morning for your good and she forced you not to go, and here that he saved his life. What is this is that pleasure and pain depends on the fulfillment of my desire. If you fulfill my desire, you are a good person. If you don't fulfill my desire, you are not a good person. This is the normal behavior. Suddenly I came to know that it is good that you did not fulfill my desire. If you would have fulfilled, I would have died. So your not fulfilled desire became a reason for my happiness. This is all selfishness. When selfish motive is fulfilled, your good and bad behavior also I appreciate. If my selfish motive is fulfilled, your bad desire also, your bad wishes also are good for me. So word is very relative in terms of whatever is selfish, we think it is good. So here he says, That person is a wise person who chooses or considers the action after renouncing kama sankalpa, and whose desire of karma is burnt as if jnanagni, because of the fire of knowledge. His desires are burnt. He is the only wise person. But even if we do work, as we told, nobody can be free from work. So we keep on doing actions, some with desire, some because of obedience, some because of situation, but we do. But all the actions, or as many actions as possible, if you do it with detachment. Now you say in the world, in the family life, how to be without detachment? You can do it. You do everything what you feel positive. Do with love, do with commitment. There is no point, there is no reason, there is no problem for that. But you do not expect anything. This is internal state of mind. I am doing this. I really do not expect anything. What will come to you. You don't say you reject it. No. You don't do it with desire of getting that. You do it, fruit will be there and you will be rewarded for that maybe. Accept it with detachment. Practice of detachment is must. Whether you are a householder, layman, or you are a monk, doesn't matter. Tyaktva karma phala sangam. Renouncing the attachment for the work. Nitya tripto nirasya. When you can do that, how you can sacrifice the result of action? Okay, I do this, I don't need anything. When you are already contented, then only you say, I do not want. If I am hungry, how to say, no, I don't need food? So you are contented so much from the standpoint of knowledge that why should I look for appreciation? I remember long before, as we sing bhajans in the temple, and this I am talking about 30 years before, my throat was yet better. So one devotee came and told, Swamiji, today you sang so well. I said, wait. Why? I don't need your appreciation. No, I am just telling you, you tell. From your side it is correct, I am not blaming you. But I do not sing to get your appreciation. If once Sri Ramakrishna appreciate me, then there is a meaning. This concept has to be clear in our mind. Just jokingly telling, long before, I was transferred from one place to another place. And because of regularly singing bhajans in the temple, people say, oh Swamiji, you are going away, who is there to sing, somebody else will come, this and that. And so I told, and somebody at that time cassettes, there was no audio recording, other systems. So one or two devotees brought 2-3 cassettes. Can you please record some songs? So I say, you know why you are asking this recording? One gentleman was a good singer. So one of his friend came and told, why you are singing here and there? You said you should sing in the radio. At that time radio, TV was not that popular. You should sing in the radio and TV. Why you are singing here and there? You say, do I sing so well? No, if you sing in radio, at least I can switch off. When you sing in front of me, I cannot switch you off. So, appreciations are like this. These are all very, very shallow, not that deep. Appreciations are okay. So, you don't look for human appreciation. It looks little not logical because you need appreciation for your children from the school and all that. For children it's okay, not for as an adult. When you understand, contented is that who understands that I do not need any appreciation from, and I don't sing, I don't speak, I don't do anything for the appreciation. People may appreciate it, it's their role to play. You do not do for that purpose. Nitya Tripto. You are always satisfied. You don't desire for anything. Nirashraya. Depending on something you do not do, depending on yourself, that I don't need anything in return of my action. Then, karmani abhipravrittopi. If your attitude is like that yes, I am doing work, I do not need anything from this work. Nishkama, work without desire. Then even if you do work, karmani abhipravritto, not only pravritta, abhipravritto, in every possible way you are engaged in karma. Naiva kinchit karoti saha. He actually doesn't do any action. Means he does action, but he is not tainted by the action. So it is as good as not doing action for him. These are all shlokas are told in appreciation of the detachment. This detachment is the essence of everything. Karma Yoga, even if you don't practice Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, there is a big debate about it, whether pure Karma Yoga can give you liberation or not, without even existence of God, without being devoted to particular God, without even knowing the Atman and philosophy and all that, just by doing karma. This is the philosophy. Detachment will make you liberated. That you do work, I do not know. There are people, very seldom, very few, who are born with this satisfied mind that I have not come here to do anything for myself. I will keep on serving people and go away from this world. I don't want anything. This is a very good state of mind. And these are the only karma yogis. So, liberation from that point of view, even if the person does work, in reality, he doesn't do any work. He is free from all the work. Then, Nirashihi Yathachittatma Tyakta Sarva Parigraha Shariram Kevalam Karma Kurvan Apnoti Kilvisham. One who is without expectation, as I told just now, doing work, not expecting any result out of it, result in terms of appreciation, etc. Who has the mind and organs under control. To be satisfied, your mind has to be under control. Control means, otherwise it is mind who runs behind the object. It is the mind which creates and runs because of desire, and is totally without possession of this idea of having attachment. He incurs no sin by performing actions merely for the body. Here is one simple situation is discussed. Think of this kind of people who do not do anything for themselves. Swami Vivekananda says this about Buddha, that here was a man who never did anything for himself. Doing for others. That's why Swamiji's big statement is there. They alone live who live for others. Selfishly everybody is living, all birds, animals, everybody live for themselves. If you live for others, serving for others, then you are a person. So, you have a body, you must do work. If you have to do work, work with this, without any attachment, with control over the mind and the senses, and without any expectation. These are the ideal given to us, that if you do karma yoga, without your any surrendering to God or believing in God and all that. That is Bhakti Yoga. That's why many people who do karma, some people who are not religious minded but have a service attitude, so they join some organizations. After that they find that here most of the people have, I want to get that medal, I want to get this appreciation. So he feels that his ideal is a bit smaller for him. Then he turns towards a spiritual organization and starts serving. That here there are more people who are not looking for any award, who are not looking for staff. We have to 5 years completion, 10 years completion, extraordinary work, all these HR policies will tell you. But many volunteers, years after years do work, never expect a single appreciation from us. We give, we say, but they don't expect. Many times I say, when our yoga classes, when it's morning when we do, we have some yoga instructors. Can you believe last 25, 27 years, every Sunday morning, they come and teach yoga. We don't pay a cent to them. 25 years, every Sunday morning, they spend time to teach others. No certification, no appreciation, not even smile from us most of the time. That ideal slowly turns into spirituality. That I want to do action without any attachment. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.